Hello, fifth grade. All right, today we are going to be working on using partial products for division. So just some examples to help guide you in your learning if you need some additional practice. So the first example that we're going to cover is, where's my pen? There it is. 41 divided by 533. Okay, so looking at this just like we have been with our examples, none of these numbers appear to be especially friendly. So just like we did with area model yesterday, we're going to continue thinking about how many groups of 41 I can make. Except this time, we're going to do some of the work over here to the side. So when I think about 41 going into 533, how many groups, if these were, we'll use crayons today instead of marbles. If I had 533 crayons and I wanted to put them into groups of 41, how many groups could I make? Well, the first number, remember, our friendly numbers, I'm going to work over here, are 2, 5, and 10. So just using some of the math knowledge I already have, I am first going to say I'm going to make 10 groups of 41. And when I multiply 10 times 41, I get 410. So I'm going to subtract these two. 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 5 minus 4 is 1. Okay, well, I know right off the bat that I cannot make another 10 groups of 41. That would be way too many. And 41 really isn't that far from 123. So I'm going to try to make 2 groups. Okay, and if you don't know that off the top of your head, we can just do some side work and do 41 times 2. And 2 times 1 is 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Then I'll go back over here into my division problem, and I'm going to subtract 82. Okay, 3 minus 2 is 1. I can't subtract 8 from 12, but I can regroup, make that a 0. I can subtract 8 from 12, and that becomes 4. And with 41 left, and I need to put in a group of 41, I can make one more group. Meaning I'm going to subtract the last set of 41. I have none left over. Now, kind of just like we did an area model, we are going to add these numbers together. So 10 plus 2 plus 1 would give me an answer of, hopefully you can still, would give me 13. I'm going to write it over here. Therefore, 533 divided by 41 is equal to 13. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute to take a look at that. All right, I'm going to run down here to the bottom of my page. Just want to move my controls up so that I can see. There we go. And we're going to work one more together. Okay. The next one I'm going to do is putting my pen back on. Let's do 954 divided by 53. Whoop. Means that when I set this up as a division problem, my 53 is going to go here. I understand from 4th grade, you've made a house. 954 goes inside the house. And now we're going to drop our line down to do partial quotient. Okay, just a reminder, friendly numbers, 2, 5, 10. Okay, we can use some of that mental math that we've been practicing, okay, to know that let's start with a different, let's go ahead. We know that 53 times 10 is 530. So let's go ahead and start with 10 groups of 53. We are going to subtract 530. When I do, I have an answer of 4, 2, 4. Okay, now we know that I can't make another 10 groups because I only have 424 pieces left. So let's try 5. Okay, let's see what we come up with. Well, over here, I probably just need to do some side math. 53 times 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 5, regroup my 1. 5 times 5 is 25 plus 1 is 26. So back over here, I'm going to subtract 265, and I'm going to get, I can't take 5 away from 4. I have to regroup. My 2 becomes a 1. 4 becomes 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. I can't take 6 from 1, so I'm going to regroup again. This is going to become a 3. This will become an 11. Sorry, that looks like a 17, but it's an 11. 11 minus 6 is 5. And 3 minus 2 is 1. So the question is, how many groups do I think it can make? Let's try to make 2. Okay, 2 groups of 53. If I don't know it off the top of my head, I'm going to say 53 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 2 is 10 is 106. So I'm going to go over here and subtract 106. I'm going to move my bar up here. Okay. And I'm going to be left with 3, 5. I have 53 left. One more group of 53. So I'm going to put a 1 here. I'll subtract 53 and be left with 0. Now, I need to add all of my partial quotients together. So when I add these up, 10 plus 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17, plus 1 is 18. Therefore, 954 divided by 53 is 18. Please rewatch if you need additional help and use this as a guide in your independent practice today.